So, this is... I don't know how many people caught that meme. My father. KMS version 12379. So that's from last Thursday. It is almost from a week ago. The actual release of 6 Job in Korea. And as you can tell by the length of the patch notes, it's a doozy. But obviously, you know, it's one of the biggest updates the game has ever had. Maybe the biggest one. Probably since... since 5th Job. Well, it's probably since Destiny. There's a lot of text, yes. So, Hexa skills, Hexa stats, the Arteria area, and then the minor patch that we just watched with Steve's video, that there is also grinding in Grandis available for 2 people now, so no KSing possible, and you have 2 people training on full monsters at the same time in maps over there. He's also mentioning the Reddit posts. We saw that a few days ago. Saying he doesn't need money, but of course if you want to support him, check out his Patreon. Throw him some dollary dues, because he's doing a lot of work with this. Was a lot of new Patreon subscribers. Not were a lot, was a lot. Which is amazing, so I used the money to upgrade the site's WordPress subscription to have more storage, which is why this post includes the 30 MB movies for every class. I used APNG format since it looks a lot better than GIFs, but they only work in browser when you click on them and open them in a new tab. We'll see how long this lasts before I need to go back to Imager. Okay, alright, so he's using it to upgrade the WordPress. That's nice. Maintenance extended for 1 hour. So you can see the whole new age release plan. So that's this one right here. And then we've got this stuff coming. Good stuff. Okie dokie. So yeah, I got Carcion, Colin, Carlos, and new name auction even. Auction off your IGNs. Alright. Even just the contents table is a whole page. 6 job advancement, beautiful animation, again hopefully not hidden behind the Hexa Matrix also opening on your screen and covering it completely, just like the animation for 5th job is. That's always unfortunate. Here's some of the major changes related to 6 job advancement skill that were made in this live server update. First of all, every class will be given their origin skill right after completing 6 job advancement so that skill growth can start more quickly. And we changed the 5th job core enhancements requirements for mastery cores from level 50 to level 40. Okay. In addition to provide a better skill growth experience, we added additional effects to some enhancement cores other than final damage boosts. And we set their damage boost to be higher at level 1 every 10th level. Also, we made some skill effect improvements and added various sound effects to all skills. The main feature in this new age updated game-changing 6 job advancement was intended to be and introduced as both core MapleStory content and endgame content at the same time. However, since there are still 6 job related elements that are not complete with this update, it's true that there are many shortcomings at this point. We developed to do our best to ensure that 6 job advancement acts as MapleStory's core and endgame content as intended as soon as possible and to give our players a pleasant experience. Like I said, like 50 of anything is just too much, so it just takes a long time before everything gets released into the game properly. In addition to the quick addition of the 6 job related content, we will continue to make the necessary changes and improvements through continuous monitoring of the already updated 6 job content. What is this? I think about the reboot nerfs. Kind of expected, but also kind of too big in one go. It's always just weird when you compare the progression of one version of a game with another version of a game when they're supposed to be different. So just saying one is faster than we want it to be, so we're going to nerf it to be exactly the same as the other one. That just seems like there's a leap in logic there that is just not explained, and I don't like that part.
지금까지의 메이플은 서막이었다. 모든 것을 집어삼켜 불길마저 단 칼에 벤 자여 차원의 경계를 깨고 세계를 뒤흔들어라. 메이플을 완전히 새롭게. 46개 전직업 6차 전직 업데이트. 메이플스토리.
MapleStory. Love that shit. What is this one? Is that different?
지금까지의 메이플은 서막이었다. 마침내 눈앞에 깨어나 초월적
Edgy Kane.
너와 나의 한계를 넘어 거대한 운명에 맞서리라. 메이플을 완전히
Sounds like TOP from Big Bang. Yeah, they always go for like those deep,
46개 전직업
warm
6차
voices.
전직 업데이트. 메이플 스토리.
And that one is a very non-squeaky voice. Right, we still got the same pictures, same songs. We already heard all of those in the test server ones from the week before that we did. I think they're bringing totems back. No. Body Keeper Steel Series, Apex Pro, and Jesus Christ, I could do everything with the RGB. I have RGB in mine, but if I could, I would just turn it off, honestly. I mean, yeah, I never really look at my keyboard, so I don't even understand RGB in keyboard. Like, the only thing that's for is if you're looking at your setup from a distance and you turn off all your lights so that you can make like an atmospheric picture for like to post on your socials. Like when you're on your keyboard, you never look at your keyboard, so what if it doesn't matter that they light up or not? I guess for people who actually sit in darkness all day, every day, who use dark mode, everything. When did boss mechanics nerf come? In Korea, that was the first update right after Savior. So that might be the update on August 30th. It might not be. We'll see how GMS reorganizes or switches those things around. Apple Cots, T God, and Eric's Fam TV. Welcome to the followers. What's up? What's up? What happened to Reboot? EXP from monsters and HP from monsters and level difference from monsters is going to be equated to non-reboot in New Age. So right now we get about 2.3 to 2.4x the EXP, and the monsters have about 1.4x the HP. That's going to get cut down. So it'll be easier to kill the monsters, but we get way less EXP per monster kill. Which is, it goes together with a whole big EXP cut as well on how much EXP you need to level up. But basically, past level 270, the leveling in Reboot is going to be about... it's expected to be something like 57% slower or something. So, yikes. Okay, we have... What the hell is this? We got some blobby boys. Look at that. Somebody called the Ghostbusters. Surprise! 6 job events take place right after Borderless, as the border between Maple World and Grandis is broken. The rush of unknown Urda flows. It's a soul Urda. Flows in and overwhelms the goddesses. Only you can hear the voice of this new Urda as you dive into the Urda torrent to save the goddesses and gain a new power. Oh, look at that. EXP. 1, 2, 3 thousands. 1, 2, 3 million. 50 bill? See, I've learned to look ahead, guys, instead of counting. Why did you take a picture at 68%? Did you know that would trigger us the most? You think this white line going right here, you think that's a coincidence? Or is it one of those steam clouds in anime, that's like strategically placed during the onsen scenes? 1 of the 3 goddesses will give you my arcane stones, which you must activate and fill with 50 billion experience. Yo, does that sound familiar? Yeah. It's basically the same as the original 5th job advancement. Well, I guess the stones are still there, but now they're not required to fill up ASAP. Well, it's not the same as the original one, right? Because the original ones took forever. Oh, this is Urda Spectrum? You have to do Urda Spectrum on roids? Oh, choo-choo. Oh, look at that. Spooky. Super spooky. I found out the identity of the Urda. All of your arcane symbols are suddenly lost, floating away into the soul Urda. Don't worry, this is just a story beat. They don't actually take your symbols, thank God. Now you must enter Soul Urda and one by one recover your arcane symbols. Each symbol turns into a stone that you must again fill up with 50 billion experience. After each one, you return... Wait, 50 bill experience, that's quite... oh no, that's not that much actually. That's like 5 minutes, right? 5 minutes of hardcore training, 10 minutes of chill training. After each one, you return to the Soul Urda, do simple tasks or minigames, such as using the Urda extractor and Road of Vanishing to push away unstable Soul Urda. Note that for all of these stones, experience from things like quests or Monster Park do not count. Or does not count. It's only from hunting, but it is affected by XP multipliers from myself or grinded in Shangri-La, double MVP, extreme gold, small portion. It took me roughly 10 minutes per stone, depending on portal luck. Yeah. If you're at lower level areas, it will probably take longer. Also, you get 50 bill experience. You fill each arcane symbol stone with after completion, so they kind of act like doubling your EXP gain. Yeah, because then you can double click them again and you get 300 bill EXP, which is like a little bit more than, well, probably about half an hour to 45 minutes worth of EXP, depending on where you're training. At 260, when you get 0 sack, that's a fucked. Yeah. 51015. 51015 is coming soon, yes. But you probably don't have the money for it. Whoa. Oh, okay, so it looks like the effect is actually going to be on your map without being covered by the Hexa Matrix popping up. That's good. Because you guys might not know it, but when you get your 5th job, your matrix pops up, but there is a beautiful animation of you getting the job advancement effect, but it is played at the same time as they open your V matrix, so you can't see it. Or at least that's what it used to be. I don't know if that's still that, but I haven't gotten to 5th job in a hot minute. My empty looking pocket and my empty looking pocket we just had. Oh, my pocket looking empty. Oh yeah, it was like which empty is supposed to be pocket. Fuck. Then we have the Hexa Matrix system. Wow, beautiful. You can activate Hexa cores, or probably just Hexa nodes for us, right? To acquire Hexa skills and Hexa stats. The skills are divided into skill nodes, most likely, mastery nodes, enhancement nodes, and combo nodes. Combo nodes will be skills that everybody has. Enhancement nodes will be the empowerment of your 5th job skills. Mastery nodes will be the further empowerment of your 1st through 4th job attacking skills. And skill cores or skill nodes will be for the new skills, like the origin skills that every single class has one of now. And most likely more. And then the Hexa skill nodes can be upgraded up to level 30. As you guys probably all have guessed. If you unequip or disassemble a V core and do not meet the skill requirements, then it will be deactivated. Yeah, so it's going to have some... This system is going to be interesting. We're going to have to get a little bit used to that, but I think already Steve made a video on it. I think it'll be pretty self-explanatory. It's going to be like confusing just reading it, but once you just use it one time, it'll make sense very quickly. Average holy symbol. So Hexa stats allow you to increase your stats by acquiring and enhancing stat cores. Oh yeah, it's basically like a Jetlink on roids. Hexa stats consist of the following stats: critical damage, which goes up to 7% at level 10, boss damage up to 20% at level 10, IED up to 20% at level 10, damage 15% at level 10, attack and magic attack up to 100 at level 10, and main stat up to 2000 at level 10. There is a total of 6 stat nodes, and this update you can only activate 1. The remaining stat nodes will be updated, at a later date. A single stat core can be assigned 1 main stat and 2 additional stats, and the additional stat values are halved from the main stat values. A single stat core cannot have multiple of the same. You cannot equip multiple stat cores with the same main stat, so very similar to just boost nodes. But it's basically like boost nodes meets jet link kind of thing. Additional stats can be stacked up to 2 times over all stat cores. Stat cores can be upgraded up to level 20. Each stat can only go up to level 10, and I think you get like a random... each time you try to upgrade the stat core, one of the 3 stats levels will be increased based on a set chance. 20-minute late MapleStory? No, they extended by an hour, so it's going to be at least 38 more minutes from what they said. Until they, you know, extend again. When a stat core reaches level 10 or higher, you can pay 10 million mesos to reset its stat level. When a stat core reaches level 20, you can save its upgraded mode and then apply. You pay 100 mil mesos to change the type of stats in the stat core of those to those of your choice. Don't they know that Ursus was 22 minutes ago? I guess they don't care, man. They just don't give a shit. Soul Urda. Ah, here we see. Okay. Material used to upgrade your Hexa core Soul Urda and Soul Urda fragments have been added. At the 6 job advancement, you can collect Soul Urda energy to acquire Soul Urda. You can acquire Soul Urda energy by defeating monsters in authentic force areas, or sacred power, of course. You can acquire Soul Urda energy by defeating the following bosses. Normal Calling is 300. Extreme Saren 500. Extreme Black Mage 600. Black Mage... Hard Black Mage is 300. It's pretty good. But yeah, it's monthly, so... yeah. Saren 150. Hard Saren 220. Yeah, it's gonna be a good idea to start getting the parties for that together. Hard Lotus 50. Hard Damien. Hard Will, the same as Hard Lotus, obviously. Normal Vihela 70. Hard Vihela 120. It's always weird how normal Gloom and normal Darknell don't give anything. I feel like normal Gloom is about the same level as Hard Lotus. Why would it give 0? I like that. I'm gonna need another 2k node stones compensation for this. 2k? Oh, you're easy to please. So whip out the legendary meme. Oh, is that that's when the maintenance starts? When you collect 1,000 Soul Urda energy, you will acquire 1 Soul Urda. You can hold up to 20 Soul Urda per character. After completing 6 job advancement, you can acquire Soul Urda fragments by defeating monsters in sacred power areas. Soul Urda fragments are tradable. However, in Reboot World, they are untradable. Nice. General guide. Oh, here we go. Let's start with the basics. The materials you will need for leveling skills. I think that's only if you're doing landscaping with 2 L's. It's 6 job with Hexa Matrix. So it's used for skill mastery core nodes, I guess, for us. Yeah, there's still going to be a lot of terminology that's going to be slightly different once it comes to GMS. So the exact names we don't know yet. Solar fragments are used for your skill, mastery, and Hexa stat cores, or nodes. Soul Urda, you can collect Soul Urda by hunting sacred power monsters and by defeating the bosses. 1,000 energy is 1 Soul Urda. Soul Urda is completely untradable. The items you loot go right into the UI, and you can hold up to 20 Soul Urda at a time. You can pop out the UI on the right and move it around on your screen to keep track of Soul Urda. You can collect Soul Urda fragments by hunting arcane power monsters. Sorry, sacred power monsters. These fragments are tradable, except in Reboot. Yeah. Cool. Coolio Dulio. Oh shit, we need to practice reading our Korean again. Okay, so... Kiel? Okay. Core. Oh, so skill core. Okay, gotcha. And this is Gang Ho. Oh, that's on Korean shit. That looks like enhancement. And now we have MapleStory. That's mastery. Okay, so that's the 1 through 4 job attacks. And then you think it's translated below? Yeah, but I am practicing my Korean reading skills to make sure that they don't go rusty. And this is Gong. Ooh, that one's hard. That's all squished together. Gong. What the fuck? That's hard to see. Is there a P in there? Oh. Gong Yung? Is that what that is? Is it reading Korean? That's some Korean. It is, yeah. Well, I mean, It's an actual Korean word. A lot of times it's just English words transcribed into, or transliterated, whatever the fuck the thing is, just written into Korean letters. So if I can read it, I know what it says. But if it's actual Korean, I have no idea what it is. Skill cores and new origin skills. Every class gets 1, which has cool cutscene effects. Binds enemies for 10 seconds and makes you immune to damage. Master course further enhances, well, I shouldn't use that word, further builds on your boost nodes essentially. And I think you can only use them if your boost nodes are at level 40 for the skill. Otherwise you won't be able to do it. They had it at level 50 at first, but they lowered it to 40. And then enhancement nodes are upgrading your 5th job skills. For most skills, they're final damage boost, but some skills have different effects depending on its type. Mostly if it's a buff, it has different things. If it's just an attacking skill, it usually just gets a flat... Suction? Flat suction, yes. Whatever disabling that is. If a mod remembers, I don't want to have those things going off while I'm doing videos, guys. You know this. First thing you'll need to do is activate each core. Accept your origin skill core. This will unlock the corresponding skills. Now I'm completely losing my train of thought. Okay. This is the UI if you're leveling up. What you do is activate each node. This will unlock the corresponding skills. The initial activation of each node requires a little extra material, soul urda and fragments. Afterwards, you can level them up by using more soul urda and fragments, 1 by 1 or bulk level using the UI. This is different from V-cores as you simply use the required materials to level up the core. No crafting, combining multiple cores. Yeah, it's basically streamlining the whole session, the whole process of leveling up 5th job nodes, but using a singular resource. You don't have like piles of nodes in your storage and all that stuff, which also means you have to do it per character and there's no trading. So pros and cons. Okay. Oh, since you guys can't have nice things, I'm gonna disable suction until I feel like you guys have earned the right to use it again. I'll thank Jezevs and Keith for that one. So, here we have the materials required. Does it, oh yeah. So every 10 levels, yeah, they mentioned every 10 levels it gives like a big boost, so that's scales up quite a lot to the 10 levels, and then it goes back to like the normal amount. Soul Urda 145, 4,400 fragments per skill core, 80 and 2252 per mastery core, and 123, 3,383 per enhancement core. That seems like that's going to take a while to rank things up. Oof. Okay. When are servers coming on? When the maintenance is over. Wait, is that where I was here? Oh yeah, okay. I use a chart, okay, and then next is the Hexa stats. You can activate and level up Hexa stat cores to increase your character stats. There will be a total of 6 Hexa stat cores, but for now they are only unlocking 1. And it will slowly but surely be able to power creep by maxing out there. First thing you have to do is activate your Hexa stat core. To do this, you have to choose 1 main stat and 2 additional stats. You can choose different... it goes up to 100, but additional stat attack will only go up to 50. Each stat on a core can go up to level 10. The core itself can go up to level 20. Between all 6 of your Hexa stat cores, you cannot repeat any main stat, and you can only stack each additional stat up to 2 times. It's similar to the V-core announcement system. Yeah, the boost nodes where you can stack trios, but only if the main skill is on the core is different. Yeah. Introducing your desired stats, you can see the core over the 3 bars. Every time you level up your one of the 3 will be leveled up. There's activation 5 and 10, and another 10 Soul Urda fragments. Main stat level 1 to 2, 35%. Okay. As you can see, the higher the main stat goes, the lower the chance you have to hit it again. This makes min-maxing the stat course quite difficult. There are some features that help you in this quest, though. Yeah, because you can spend money to reroll things, right?
One sexy boy.
I am going over the patch notes from last week from Korea, where they added the 6th job. How you doing, Bakara? Thank you for the 22, my brother. Typical Dawn Warrior players. Yes, Dawn Warrior plays. 5th was a slog when it came out. Yeah, but it was more like time-gated on getting in. I think we're going to get in pretty quickly, but then once you're in, it's going to take a while to really activate all the value in it. And then once you kind of have some stuff valued and built up, they're going to trickle in the resources as they add skills and big updates happen, that kind of thing. So, not doing well. I mean, a little bit hungover from yesterday, but we're recovering, you know. Plansure you, Fred DNet, and Onion Haseo. Thank you for the follows. What is up? First, when a stat core reaches level 10, you can pay 10 mil mesos to reset it back to level 0. So if you get a bad set of rolls and don't want to keep going, you can reset it and try again. However, you will not get back the soul or the fragments you already used on the core. Yeah, that sounds pricey. Secondly, when a stat core reaches level 20, you can save its levels. After doing so, you can reset the core, try to upgrade it again, and swap back and forth between the two as you wish. This means you will never lose progress on a core, as you can always save your best roll, work on another in the meantime, and swap back whenever you want. Yeah, like reading this doesn't make any sense in my brain, but it's probably very easy to understand once you just actually do it IRL one time. Okie dokie. God, this looks like it'll be nice and complicated, huh? All of that text, all of these things. But yeah, it's still locked, so this also gives you an easier time to just like ease into it. Can we wait for 6 job starter progression sessions? Yeah, there's probably gonna have to be some guides made and some things read. Because if you can already think of how complicated 5th job is, this is gonna be levels of complication above that. Finally, you can switch to different stats on a stat node by paying 100 mil meso. You can choose which main stat and additional stats you want to change the core to, which won't be very useful right now, but when they unlock more cores, you can do something like roll all of your stat cores, see which one rolled the highest main stat, and set that one to your desired stat, and so on. Basically, only RNG in this system is the upgrading chance. TLDR, grind to collect Soul Urda and Soul Urda fragments. Use Soul Urda and fragments to level up your Hexa skills, and use Soul Urda fragments to level up your Hexa stats. It's definitely going to be a long process as you need a lot of material, but I think it's pretty much the same as everything new in Maple. They'll slowly make it easier and faster over time. Exactly. Also, they buffed the level 1, 10, 20 values since the test world, so the enhancement cores give 11% final damage right at the level 1 instead of 2%, meaning you still get a good boost right from the beginning. I mean, a good boost, 11% final damage. It's disgusting. That's like large buffs in a major skill rework. You see more details like the stats per level of next comment in the Namu wiki page. You can glance at that real quick. Can I do like translate to English? It goes by 0.35%. And then goes to 0.7 starting at level 5. Huh. And a 1.05%? Okay. And a 1.4 on the last one. Huh. Yeah. Interesting. Colossal Dusk. I read that as something, another 4-letter word that started with a D and ends in a K. If you guys want to read that, there we go. Skills notes. All skill nodes, origin skills, inflict absolute bind on enemies for 10 seconds. Absolute bind can affect all enemies, even those that cannot be bound normally. It does not share a bind cooldown with regular binds, but if it is used on an enemy that is already normally bound, it will override it. And the absolute bind cooldown is 100 seconds after being bound. Yeah, so essentially the same as the other one, where it's like 90 seconds after the bind ends, right? Helix bind, I don't know if that will work. Because the KMS would have to specifically code it for them to be affected, but maybe. Maybe. But remember, Helix is 3 phases. So most likely your 6-job skill will just nuke the chin anyway, whether it binds it or not, right? Binds it or not. You can go back-to-back bind now. Yeah, you can use your own bind and then the skill right after. Would BM requirement be a lot lower after New Age? Well, no, your BA will be roughly still the same, but you will hit the BAs way more easily, right? Helix isn't a being you can simply bind with something as petty as an absolute bind, yeah. Helix is absolutely not. And it has big brain copy pasta, always. All skill nodes, origin skills, get bonus stats when they reach level 10, 20, and 30, which is 20% extra ID. At level 10 on the skill, 20% boss damage on the skill at level 20, and at level 30, 30% ID and boss damage on the skill. Which is pretty nice. All mastery nodes require level 40 of the corresponding skills V skills, V core enhancement, unless otherwise they just won't work. And the enhancement nodes require level 25 of corresponding skills V core. So for the existing 5th job. Jedi Helix doesn't deal in absolutes. Then we have all of the skills. I'll try to read through these pretty quickly, but you know, it's a lot. It's basically like 1 page per class, maybe a little bit more, so it's gonna be like 50 pages plus of stuff. Spirit Caliber, iframe, 12 strikes, almost 4,000 damage, 14 times and up to 15 enemies. So, you know, that's just insane percentages. Someone probably has calculated all the percentages already. What is that? 144 plus 24, 168 times 3,900%. So that's something in the ballpark of 600,000% damage. Which is good, but not one of the highest ones for sure. $877? Nah, it's more like 650,000 or something like that. 650, 660, something like that. And then Raging Blow, Mastery Core, 530% damage 4 times, up to 8 enemies. Final attack will be a critical hit. Wow, amazing. 655, yeah, there you go. Burning Souls regular mode attack range is increased. And when it's enhanced, it's 590% 4 times. The final 2 attacks will be critical hits. Again, nobody cares. You want to have 100% critical rate on your character at all times anyway. Combo Instinct and Sword of Burning Souls regular mode attack range are increased, which is quite nice. And then the enhancement chorus is just 60% final damage on each. So we're specifically going to be looking if the boosts of buff skills rather than attacking skills were made any different. There was one buff for Xenon, the core, that was well, it was seen as an attack and just got extra final damage when it doesn't actually really do any damage. They're just using it as a buff, so we were going to see if that happened and did anything else, but maybe not. Paladin, 7 shockwaves, each deal 3,600%, 7 times, I don't know, 15 enemies, and then 5 shockwaves that each deal 3,300% damage, 12 times. So if you got like 200,000 damage and say 4950 times 3,500 was that 175,000? So that's like fucking almost 400%, like 380,000% damage or something. But then creates a holy area for 30 seconds, and Judgment of Light will attack enemies within the area, dealing 1800% damage 6 times on up to 5 enemies. And enemies hit by the Judgment of Light will stack the Divine Brand, and with a reactivation cooldown of half a second. But that'll last for 30 seconds, so that'll hit up to 60 times as well. So that adds 6, 10, 10,000. So that goes up to another 600,000 damage. Mastery Core. Bigger attack. Fantastic. So Divine Judgment. Divine Brand, 30-second duration. When the burn is attacked 5 times, it will explode, dealing 890% damage 10 times on one enemy with additional 20% defense ignored. And then the cores. So Holy Unity's final damage boost increased to 90%. And final damage of the attacking skills cast by the bounded target is increased to 60%. Better a boostin'. Dark Knight. Oh yeah, you guys want to see the effects of all the skills? Here we go. These are pretty nice, admittedly. Oh, this one is so nice that it's not playing. F5. Uh-oh. Something broken? Okay, not sure. Dark Knight's the only one that works. Let's watch that one twice. Female version now. You know it's a girl because the hair is long. Invincible. 2 strikes that each deal 3,000% damage 6 times. Then unleash Dark Energy 10 times. It deals 4,800% damage 14 times. Big ol' skill. Mastery Core, Gugnir's Descent, a lot more memes, and then 60% final damage on all the 5th job skills. Infernal Venom, let's see if this one... nope, also unfortunate because it's one of the cooler effects. 1200 MP for 20 seconds, Fervent Drain's limit is increased to 10 stacks, which is really nice. Liberated Incarnations of Fire and Poison will activate 6 explosions that each deals 7,200% damage 8 times. The 2 Incarnations magic fusing... Oh, first... Oh, Incarnations. Activate... Music fusing activates 8 powerful magic explosions that each deal 5,400 damage 12 times and up to 15 enemies. Flame Sweep 6. Will look a little bit different. When the Gen Flame hits an enemy, it will be inflicted by an Ember for 30 seconds. If Mist Eruption hits an enemy with the Ember on it, it will activate Explosion. It deals 375 8 times. Enemies hit by any of Flame Sweep's flames will be burned for 5 seconds, taking 435% damage per second. And then 60% on the 5th. Doodly-doo-doo-doo. Any new followers? No, no new followers. Then, Ice Lightning Mage. Maybe this one is visible. I think it might have just broken because only the first one plays or something. It should probably... It probably just malfunctioned or something's going on with it. PNG? Yeah, but he said he changed them to PNGs because they play better than the GIFs. Like, isn't... Isn't the Dark Knight one also PNG? Oh no, this one is GIF actually. Huh. I thought PNGs were static, but I don't know enough about it to assume that I know. They're all working for me. What if I just change it to GIF? Will it work now? Nope. Found out. So I don't know why it changes it for me. I don't know. It seems like only the worst one worked. Oh. Unlucky, I guess. Attack with condensed. I guess that's what we get as a Patreon viewer, right? Attack with condensed lightning. Bloody bloody blah. Effects. Attacks a whole bunch of times. Do a whole bunch of damage. Create ice fragments. Mastery cores. The chain lightning like creates these little. I don't know, like lightning snow crystals, I guess, that do extra damage. Electric current, yeah, which is gonna be nice. Holy Advent. I think they're just all just showing up as PNGs now. I'm not sure why at all. Shrug. Gonna show Buccaneer? Obviously not, because they're not working. The RPGs for me and still work. The only one that worked for me was the one that was a GIF, and the other ones aren't working. I'm not sure why. Maybe because of ad block or something? I'm not sure. Could be browser issue? Probably. Try incognito window. Yeah, it always likes to do random. Browsers always like to do random shit like that. Doesn't it always just randomly go up? Isn't that normal when you're like browsing the internet? Just like randomly goes up because it blocks like a bunch of stuff. Holy Advent! Oh yeah, guys, all want to see the animations, of course. Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can. Oh god, so many fucking ads now. And it's still not working. Okay. So yeah, Holy Advent, big ass explosion, and then changes the maps. All the 3 archangels, Balance, Vengeance, and Compassion will be out there dealing damage every now and then. Basically a glorified, overpowered monkey squad from Cannoneer. Anyways, how about a holy sword filled with the Holy Spirit's energy? Super holy. A judgment, 820% damage 10 times. When Angel is 6 and the Angel of Judgment hit an enemy, they will apply a debuff for 20 seconds and increases allies' final damage by 2%. The debuff can stack up to 5 times, and the final damage boost stacks additively. Booyah! Please, next on, I need to do my 11 boss mules and coin cap. You need to do 11 boss mules on Wednesday after maintenance before... I pray for you, brother. I pray. Pray enhancement here. When praise used, bishop's final damage is increased by an additional 10%. This stacks additively with praise final damage boost. And 90 all stat. I don't know about this, but this seems kind of shitty. But I don't know. Like 60% final damage on the skills, and then this gives you 10% final damage across the board. Well, additively with benediction. I don't know. So it's even less than 10% final damage? Oh. They might have to rebalance that. I'm not 100% sure. Bowmaster. The change... Nope. I'm just never going to be able to see anything. Okay. $169. And if I click this... Nope. Now it's 179. Okay. And change for Night Lord? Well, you got a 6 job skill, and you got boosts on all your skills, and you got a mastery core. Yeah. Just like everybody else. It's just skill addition. It's no other. There's no other skill balancing or anything like that. Big ol' skill. 8 arrow showers. Each deal 100% damage 12 times. After the last arrow shower for 30 seconds, every 3 seconds when your attacks hit an enemy, activate an arrow shower that deals 2,700% damage 8 times and up to 15 enemies. Boom, boom, boom. Can you show Night Lord? It's coming. They're ordered in a certain way. I will show it. But we're at the archers now, so thieves is still a little bit away. Hurricane 6, where you empower, you enter wildfire mode. Should be able to be done automatically now. When you hit an enemy, acquire 1 special arrowhead up to 75, and when you have acquired 40 special arrowheads, you can change to wildfire mode. When attack an enemy, consumes 1 special arrowhead and fires multiple arrows at once, deals 750% damage per arrow. Big. We don't need to do Afterlands anymore with the Guild Castle Totems, or is it hard to obtain? It'll take a long time before you can get him, and it's 1.5 bill, but once you have access to it, they will be better than Afterlands, yeah. But, yeah, it'll take a long time before you can get them. You can see because you're not using the Sea Monkey browser? Oh. I only have the Do Monkey one, not the Sea Monkey one. 60% final damage, and Silhouette Mirage's final damage is increased by 60% when a silhouette disappears. The damage reduction is increased to 95%. The silhouette arrows will now be activated even when there are no silhouettes created. 95% damage reduction on the hits. Seems good. $5% more. I mean, for the later game bosses and stuff, anything that gives you more survivability is nice, right? Final aim, probably the most disappointing 6-job skill of all, right? Activate 8 shockwaves that each deal 7,806 times, and then afterwards shoot 5 arrows that each deal 11,940% damage 13 times. Boom, boom, boom. On up to 15 enemies. Sniping. Enhance sniping and ultimate sniping. 2 arrows that each deal 315% damage 10 times. Instead of additional attack, deals 80 damage 5 times. This guy has an enemy with a mark. Activate an additional attack that deals 380% damage 5 times. Sniping, enhanced sniping, and ultimate sniping have an additional 40% defense ignore and 100% crit rate. Nice. Any spot for training Night Lord level 251. I'm struggling a lot to find a good spot. Probably want to have a pretty wide flat map, I'm guessing. You can check !contribute, and you can also check !class discords. See if you can find some inspo there if you haven't had any luck so far. And of course for you and everyone else in the chat as well, please use the contribute command to contribute your data, both for bossing and for mobbing, so that we have a better, wider pool of data to go by when making our own decisions and whenever we play any other characters. The more people use that regularly, the more data we have available to us. And of course, at the end of every quarter, I will also be doing some giveaways to all the people who submitted data in there. So if you want to earn some exclusive MapleStory perk stuff, please contribute BAs when you do them. Yeah, Idle Discord. Class Discords tend to have information on that as well. So if you check !mark class Discords, I've got a link there to my Discord where I have the links for all of the classes Discords in one spot, so you can find it easily from there. Repeating crossbow cartridge. So just 60% final damage on everything. Pathfinder, Holy Wall of Text Batman. That's not even nearly the biggest one, but we've already read most of these. I don't know if they've really tweaked most of these things. Oh, I could have done like this side by side, I guess. But these were only the changes, right? Going 4, 9.9, 13 hits, increase from 12 to 13, 2.7, okay, 2400, yeah, so all of those changes went through, and 60% final damage on all the things. So a bunch of shockwaves, a bunch of explosions. And then the final damage for Ancient and Enchant 4 skills by 15%. Final damage, that's pretty nice. Similar to the Kali, I believe, also. But the Kali one went up to 25%, if I'm not mistaken. Use card for skill. There's a 100% chance to create a magic arrow that deals 2,700% damage 3 times and up to 4 enemies. Every few seconds, when you're directly attacking skills hit an enemy, the Ancient Rage activates as well. You know if the arcane weapon box we get from chapter 1 reward be clean or the fixed 15? Yeah, like a fake arcane. Like the original comp, whatever that is, yeah. Still good, yeah. Activate 3 explosions that deal 2,400% damage 8 times up to 10 enemies with a reactivation cooldown of 10 seconds for the Ancient Rage. Mastery Cores, Cardinal Blast 6, Additional Blast 6. Lots of extra stuff. Ooh. The arrow from Relic Liberation is apparently super nutty. You mean this one, right? Yeah. No, that looks really good. Like 2.7k 3 times. Like when you use a Cardinal Foot, yeah, that is a lot of damage, yeah. Link for the page I'm on. It should be under !mark KMS. So I put it in the title. Oh, I did not put it in, I guess. Thanks for double checking. Alinea. Also, why is there no cooldown on that command? That should not be going off. Okay, that skills has a global... Command has a global cooldown of 30 seconds. 2 people just used it within 5 seconds of each other. Thank you, bot. Counter blast, extra arrow. Okay. Greetings from the I was late for raid naughty corner. Uh-oh. Did you get kicked from your team? Obsidian barriers. Duration is increased to 20 seconds. Damage reduction is increased to 30%. Damage reduction when enhanced by an emblem is increased to 55%. Boom. Night Lord. We don't really care about that one, right? We can skip. JK, dude in the chat. Arbiter of Life and Death. Surely we can see this skill. Oh, yes. That's a beautiful animation. Okay, that's enough of that. Trap enemies in an eternal space-time where you are going to bargain with Dormammu. You're invincible. Activates 8 strikes that each deals 1620% damage 7 times. For 60 seconds, create 5 giant stars that follow a random path, dealing 2700% damage 3 times and up to 15 enemies. And they're just flying around for a whole minute. That's pretty nice. Mastery Core for quadruple throw 6. Shiksu. Enhanced quadruple throw 6. 990% damage 4 times and up to 6 enemies. 6 enemies too. The skill hits an enemy 3 times. The next attack will get the enhanced one. Quadruple throw 6. That's like Final Fantasy 14, kind of. All the enhancement cores, 60%. Boom, boom, boom. Shadower. A really cool skill effect for this one. Look at that. Okay, amazing. Quickly and stealthily decide your enemy's fate. 5 strikes equals 6.3k 6 times, and 5 strikes equals 7.2k damage 6 times, and 8 final strikes deal 8.4k 7 times. Blow that shit up. Assassinate 6 with a whole bunch of new cool stuff happening with it, and looks a lot shinier. Every 10 seconds the skill is enhanced to Pulverize 6, which will look like this. Bam. When used, activates Dark Side for 6 seconds. Reactivation cooldown of 10 seconds. When used, Veil of Shadows, charge it 2 uses. Use Smokescreen, charge 3 uses. And if you're inside Smokescreen for 3 seconds, charge 1 use. You can charge up to 5 uses. I'm so hype. No, you can't be hype. You can be hyped though. And then 60% on all the skills, except for this one. Number of times you can use this skill is increased to 6 Shadow Assault. Ooh, and cooldown is decreased to 50 seconds. That's nice. You're even faster? Yeah, you're going to be dashing all over the place. Dual Blade, beautiful skill effect. Okay, I'm going to stop doing that because this is clearly not working. Whoop. Karma Blade. God of Karma descends, activates 3 strikes, 2400, 4 times. Then 5 strikes, 3600, 7 times. When your attacks hit an enemy, consume 1 Karma-imbued Blade to activate an additional attack that deals 1200 damage 5 times up to 3 enemies. You can use up to 50 Karma-imbued Flames. If you use all of the Karma-imbued Flames, the God of Karma will manifest and activate 5 strikes that each deal 6.6k damage 7 times, up to 15 enemies. More than liar heroes in chat? What is that? Do your 5th job boost nodes affect our 6th job skill? Well, yeah, so your boost nodes, your skills in the boost node will have to be at least level 40 before you can activate your mastery cores and get them further empowered in 6th job. No, and everything will stack together, yeah. You can't just like skip 5th job and go straight for 6th job. It's not like equipment. They will activate at the same time and like stack on top of each other, yeah. No, it's probably 15 luckily, yeah. pretty sexy, huh? Mastery Core. Phantom Blow 6 finally looks good now. It finally has an icon. Well, never mind. I guess the icon also, just like with the 4th job, 5th job one, the icon does not look like the skill very much. Unleash a deadly continuous attack. Yeah, it also makes it look way more like a hurricane now, which is interesting. 530% damage 6 times up to 4 enemies with 40% IED. Hell yeah. What's the point? Just a lot of flat weapon or magic attack. That's it. Blade Storm, 60% final damage on all that. Fiber skill core. Buccaneer attack. Wow. Isn't that beautiful? When you use fighting skills and 5th job skills except Serpent Screw, Neptunus will sweep through enemies in front of you. Neptunus. Activation cooldown 4. First hit, bam, 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 bam. A whole lot of hits. Mastery Core looking very interesting. Fist and Rage 6 with a Super Fist and Rage. So pretty similar to the Night Lord. But except for one attack, you will unlock it for 10 seconds. Say happy birthday to TRK. Happy birthday, TRK! Happy birthday to you. You belong in a zoo. You look like a monkey. And you smell like one too. Got him. Twitch Prime check. Thank you, Cody. Cody B. Thank you for the 13, brother. Appreciate that, Prime. Monka. And then 60% final damage. Good. And we have our Corsair with the Dreadnought. 11 storms that deal 7,200 damage 10 times with the 15 enemies after the attack ends. The ship shall be installed in the air for 15 seconds. Every few seconds it will activate a bombardment that deals 3,000% damage 4 times and up to 7 enemies. And the rapid fire. When this attack hits an enemy 5 times, charge 1 clip. When you have charged 10 clips, you will change to wildfire mode. During this skill, your speed is fixed to 120. Passive, Captain's Dignity damage is increased by 145% points. And then shooting mode consumes 19 MP per attack, 1 clip per 0.6 seconds, deals 270% damage 4 times with the 6 enemies continuously. Big. 2.69 gigabytes. Oh, is it ready? Are we updated? PTS? Ayo? Oh no, I don't have access to PTS anymore. Is there any update on the... Oh, second update. Maintenance has been completed and we have extended cache shop items for 9 hours. Please restart your Nexon launcher or Steam to make sure that you get the latest client. Thank you for your patience. Oh, we have to restart it? That's kind of cringe, bro. 60% final damage. Cannoneer, super cannon explosion. Unleash a giant cannon. Beautiful effect. Damn, I could just see like a little fireball coming in. It doesn't work even if you restart. Poggers, dude. Where even is my launcher? I don't know if there's stuff on my desktop that I don't want you guys to see. Probably isn't, but there probably is, but you guys don't care enough about it, but whatever. Now I'm definitely going to be able to click. Alright. I'm clicking. I'm clicking so hard right now. You guys also clicking? Oh, yes. Wait, is that my NX? Oh yeah, you can see balance. 1.5 million. You can see the balance here. I didn't know that. You're invincible during the cast and activate 12 bombardment that each deal 9,000% damage 4 times and up to 15 enemies. Afterwards, activate 8 big explosions that each deal 12,900% damage 5 times and up to 15 enemies. Hell yeah. Cannon, whoa. Cannon Buster 6. Fire multiple cannonballs at once, focus on one enemy ahead of you. There is additional critical rate and defense ignore applied. This skill prioritizes attacking the enemy with the highest maximum HP within range. 1,240% damage 4 times up to 8 enemies. Additional 20% crit rate and 30% IED. Damn. Okay, say Nexon Arzonot. Nexon Yabne Zonot. It's up now. Boink. Boink. Ayo. Big update. 2.69. Gigs on... Oh, is this gonna ruin my... Ooh. Yeah, I'm not gonna do my laptop now, because then it's gonna be too much downloading while I'm also uploading for the stream. Don't want to destroy my quality. This is not a trail. Okay, and then 60% final damage. No faster, big, huge, gigantic cannonball enhancement. Pool Maker, the number of bombardment activated is increased to 30. The supply box is thrown with the first and 20th bombardments. Okay. Let me... Game alive. Yeah, game is alive. Start your engines now. Pool Maker? No, Pool Maker. It makes little swimming pools. Mikhail in Durandal. Destroy evil with the Sword of Light that can never be dulled. Beautiful. The Sword of Light lands, activating 2 strikes, each deal 4,500 7 times. Afterward, the light energy erupts, activating 9 shockwaves that each deal 5,400% damage 5 times. Finally, activates 5 final strikes that each deal 6.6k damage 14 times. When attacking, there's a 30% chance to apply darkness. The darkness will reduce enemies' accuracy by 30% for 10 seconds. Now they're invincible. They're all invincible. They're all iframes, and they're all 10 seconds of true bind. Zat, thank you for the follow. Then we have the Mastery Core. Whoa, look at that. Shining Cross 6. With Shining Cross Assault. For 530% damage 10 times, and up to 12 enemies when attacking. There's 30% by darkness. Blah blah blah. 60%, but most of the skills here are buffs, or half, I guess. Duration for Shield of Light is now 115 seconds, and final damage boost is increased to 40%. So I think it's 33% now. And this is, I think... Fuck, was it 90 seconds? And the shield's duration is increased to 40 seconds. Damage reduction is increased to 90%, and each stage's number of defense is increased to 20, 20, 25, which is basically doubled. Crocodile, thank you for the follow as well. Hope you enjoy your stay. Let me know if you need anything. 120 KB per second feels like I'm in the good old... I mean, a lot of people downloading right now. Yeah, I'm at 1.700, 900, 900, 4, 3, 5, 5. Installing at 125 MB per second. 80. Downloading 60, 40, 30. This is like some quantum updating. If you look at the numbers, it just tanks. I should look away. It'll go faster. Minus out of S download speed. Yeah. 6% on Sword of Light and Sword of Soul Light, and then Light of Courage. Duration is increased to 35 seconds. Damage boost is increased to 40%, and the shield given to party members is increased to 400% of their max HP. Massive. See, if I click now, it's gonna be way faster. See? Oh my god, it's insane. 60%. Astral Blitz for Dawn, a warrior. 14 strikes, 5 times 7,200% damage, and then 5 explosions that deal 9,900 damage 7 times. Bigly. When used, increase final damage by 10% for 20 seconds as well. So which are the ones that give the final damage? It's the... I know it's the Kali one, the Dawn Warrior one, and the... Oh, which one was it? Was not the Paladin. Was it the Night Lord? Oh no, it was this one. It was the Pathfinder, right? Oh no. No, it wasn't. Wait, who the fuck was it? Wasn't the Bowmaster? Is it the Paladin? I don't remember who it was. Right. Rip. Da, 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 da. Da, da. Oh, going a little bit too fast here. Alright, 60% on all the memes. Eternity is looking like a pretty strong skill. 9 flames, 6.6k 10 times, and then for 30 seconds every few seconds, activate a circle of flame that deals 10,800% damage 12 times. That seems a nice extra orbital flame with fucking 16 strength modes. What's the new best inners for mages now that attack speed is different? None of that changed. Attack speed changed from just like being attack speed on mages to being casting speed on mages. But for certain calculations, they were just using the weapon attack speed instead of the cast speed, and they just changed that into calculations. But it didn't really have any effect on any of their classes. Yeah, I have to get in there soon, do the guild castle stuff, and then get our Ursus and dailies and stuff done. Blaze Wizard, 60% final damage. Windbreaker, with a beautiful skill effect. That's definitely going to load this time. No, it's not even going to load because of the download. 9 blades that each deal 2,400 damage 10 times. After the attack ends for 20 seconds, it will create a spirit energy to attack enemies. Create 13 wind energy that each deal 6,600% damage. Excited spirit energy with 5 excited wind energy that each deal 8,700% damage. And 3 fierce wind energy that each deal 10,200% damage. Massive. Mastery Core, Song of Heaven upgrade. Black Bull, thank you for the follow. And 60% damage on everything. The amount of elements is increased to 400, and the duration increased to 60 seconds on Wind Wall Enhancement. Then, Nightwalker. How much are we? 91%. Okay. Nightwalker. Silence. Drop on the infinite pitch black power of the Shadow Bats to silence enemies in fear. Ooh la la. 8 strikes deals 6,000% damage 8 times. For 30 seconds when your attacks hit an enemy, the Shadow Bats will form into 3 giant shadow stars that track enemies. Very similar to the Night Lord. And when the Shadow Star hits an enemy, it's 2,700% damage 4 times. It can bounce up to 5 times. Shadow Star recreation cooldown 3 seconds. So you can have up to 10 of those bouncing around. Not bad. Mastery Core. Quintuple Throw 6. Looks pretty cool. Consumes 52 MP and 5 stars. It consumes 5 stars? Who doesn't use the soul star thing? But okay. 330% damage 4 times and 20% damage 1 time. Every 6 seconds the final attack is enhanced to a pitch black star, which consumes which deals 330% damage 4 times. Final attack throws a pitch black star, deals 300% damage 7 times and up to 8 enemies. 6% damage. Dark Servant extends final damage ratio is increased to 85% and the duration increased to 55 seconds. Shadowbite enhancement. Final damage boost per enemy defeated by Shadowbite is increased to 6%. Final damage boost when you attack a boss monster increased to 20% and the cooldown is decreased to 10 seconds. Oof. A lot of Shadowbiting going on. Because Nightwalker needed a buff. Well, 100%. I mean, everyone does, right? Everyone's getting a buff. You get a buff. Everyone's getting a buff. 3, 2, 1. Are we done? Play. Last Sickness Night here. Striker, also known as the Thunderbreaker. Big Sea Wave, huge skill, 11 shockwaves, 32 40% damage 4 times of 15 enemies, and then 14 shockwaves that each deal 5,520% damage 7 times. Massive. Big old shark smashing with Annihilate 6. Launching the game is now not killing my upload speed. Pause, champ. Not dropping my frames. Okay, I'm going to click update on my laptop because that's going to take forever. Push more quickly. 470% damage 7 times of the 3 enemies. Enemies hit will be afflicted by the lightning brand for 90 seconds. When enemies hit with a lightning brand or hit by other directly attacking skills, activates a lightning strike, which deals 190% damage 3 times, which will be all the time. Lightning Cascade is enhanced. Duration is increased to 62 seconds, and final damage was increased to 32%. And then the other ones are just 60% final damage. Alright, we got up to Aran. We will continue this at a later moment because the game is up. And I want to play a little bit of Maple, and we're going to look at the Savior update part 2. So I guess I will break this here, and then we'll do a part 2 of this at a later date. Thanks for checking out so far.